What I'm going to talk about is my thumb drive tree. For a long time I've had a big issue with trying to keep my thumb drives in order. They were in a pile on the desk, they'd fall on the floor, they'd fall behind the computer and so on. And so I decided to do something about it, and so that's why I built this thumb drive tree out of a piece of 6.5 inch long 2x4. Here's a simple drawing of what I did. I took the block of 2x4 and I put it in the vise at a 30-degree angle and drilled 7/8 inch diameter holes with a Forstner bit. And so this drawing then shows you the dimensions for how I measured and laid out what I did. Because at a 30-degree angle and with a Forstner bit, you can't really get to the center of a hole that you've marked out accurately. So I decided I could go from the very top edge right here and just make a mark right there, and then use that to position that side of the Forstner bit. So now with the thing at a 30-degree angle, I could just sort of come right down with the Forstner bit. And so I can explain how I did that. The first thing to do is to cut a piece of 2x4, which is actually 1.5 by 3.5, by the way, to be 6.5 inches long. Mark a center line along one edge that you're going to be drilling the holes in. Make a 5/32 of an inch mark from what will be the top of the tree, the thumb drive tree. This will be the location of the OD of the Forstner bit while boring the first hole. Then make another mark 1 5/32 down from the previous mark. This mark is for the upper edge of the second hole, and so on until you've got 5 marks made. Clamp the tree in a drill press vise tightly at a 30-degree angle with the left edge of the 2x4 the highest. You will be needing to be able to slide the vise to your left as you drill each hole. So if you can, make yourself a way to be able to slide the vise to the left while maintaining center on the edge of the 2x4 as you go. You may have to reposition the block in the vise depending on how much depth your drill press can handle. Get out your 7/8 Forstner bit and place a piece of tape on its shank, 1 13/16 of an inch up from the cutting end of the bit. You will be sighting the shank as you bore. When the lower edge of the tape, the 1 13/16 mark, is level to the locating mark, you will have gone deep enough, about 1 19/32 of an inch. This depth is not critical, but it's nice if all the holes are the same depth. Now, bore each hole moving from left to right. Depending on your drill press's design and your setup, you may have to reposition the tree in the vise or adjust the drill press table as you go, keeping the tree centered under the Forstner bit. I only drilled 5 holes in one side of my tree originally. But a few days after I did that, I discovered that I had a couple of weird drives that were kind of fat in one dimension that wouldn't fit in my 7/8 hole. So I cut out the 2 marks that you see here for those 2 drives so that I could stick them in my thumb drive tree also. Now they're so small, they're only 128 megabytes a piece. I put them in a drawer, and who knows if I'll ever use them. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, I completed the other side. Now I have 10 thumb drives at my fingertips, and they no longer slide behind the computer or fall onto the floor. Thank you for watching.